What is up, critics? Welcome back to the series where I re-customize and review past DLC vehicles that have good microphone quality before mid-2019. So as always guys, feel free to let me know down below in the comments what car you want to see me re-customize next. I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Dewbauchee Vagner, which I customized / reviewed back in 2017 when it released. So the Vagner released with the Gunrunning update drip feed in June of 2017. It is available through Legendary Motorstar website for a price of about 1.5 million. In regards to performance, it's in the supercar class and is a top 5 performing car around most tracks, excluding HSW of course. It's almost half the price of the top 3-4 supercars, and the fact that it can keep up that well at that price point just makes it such an insane value. By far the best budget car in the class performance wise, just a really good deal. Now, in terms of what the Vagner is based on, it's primarily based on the Aston Valkyrie, a wild supercar that was co-developed with Red Bull Racing. And the crazy thing is that this thing is actually street legal in real life, which is pretty insane. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the Vagner. Alright, Vagner. Okay, we got armor, brakes, bumpers. So only front bumpers, no rear bumpers. So you got the stock front bumper, you have the accent stripe, which is our accent color, which is red currently. And then you have the race splitter, a little bit larger, more flat. Also got the reinforcement bracket there. Okay, and you got that one. Honestly, I feel like the stock splitter looks a bit more like intricate, you know, especially the corners of the splitter. It's also got like a little kind of like upwards area in the center. This one's just, I mean, that one has it too, but it's more flat. I don't know. I feel like the stock one looks a bit better, to me at least. And honestly, I'm not a fan of the reinforcement little bracket there. I think it just doesn't look that good. I'm gonna go with the accent stripe version of a stock. Engine, exhaust. So the stock exhaust actually looks pretty good on this car. But then you got this one, nice race simple titanium look there. Then you got the chrome tip right there, which looks good too. The chrome one looks good. The stock one's nice. Tough choice, honestly. The stock's kind of like a quad, isn't it? Yeah, it is like a quad. These are dual. Honestly, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. But I think the stock one looks a bit better, to me at least. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep the stock, honestly. It's kind of unique looking, you know. All right, we'll keep that. Hood. So you got the stock, which appears to be carbon. Then you got the primary color, just primary color version of a stock. Secondary, which our secondary is currently like gray, and then you got the carbon intake. No primary intake though. So if you want the intake, little vent there, you have to have it in carbon. That kind of sucks. I don't really like it. If it would have maybe gone a bit smoother with the windshield, you know, if it would have sort of like connected with it, but the separation there just doesn't work. It kind of ruins the flow, to me at least. So I'm gonna keep. I'm actually gonna do primary, so kind of clean up that area a little bit. Lights, do some xenons. Plate. I'm not a fan of the plate placement on this car. If I'm not mistaken, I think it just doesn't look right. I would have sworn it was in the middle at one point, or I think Rockstar. I think this car didn't have a plate originally, and then Rockstar added it. I can't remember. It's been a while, but the plate placement is just terrible. This car should not have that plate at all. They should have just removed it altogether. There's a lot of cars that don't have license plates, so I don't see why they had to put one on this one. But I think I'll do the yellow on black, and we'll put the track plate on there. Even though I think I do have an Aston plate. Well, it's hidden because of the glitch Rockstar temporarily patched. Oh, okay, we'll do the track plate, it's fine. Respray. So for this, I kind of want to paint the color scheme of this, like the one that was featured in that weird like greenish blue color with the yellow accents. I absolutely love that. So we'll go here to a metallic gasoline green, and then pearlescent we're gonna do a gasoline green pearl, which actually does change it up a bit. It looks fantastic. If I show you guys a classic gasoline green, it doesn't look this like bright. You know, the pearl really adds to it. You can see it in the lighting there. The classic one is more flat, so it looks a lot better. Secondary color is going to be, I guess, any secondary color options we choose, and then like the roof area there. Does it change anything else, or just, I guess just that? Anything in the interior? Oh, the interior stitching. Okay. So only on the door panel? Nothing on the steering wheel. Oh yeah, on the steering wheel too? Oh yeah, changing on the steering wheel. So the steering wheel, what? It has it on the dash too? No stitching on the seats though. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna go yellow to kind of tie in the yellow accents we're gonna do on the outside. And then there's a roof option to override that. So trim color is the interior here. So you have the actual like interior sections that change. But yeah, I think there's just too much going on in here with the color. I feel like black would look better, and then we kind of just focus on you know, the interior stitching to be our contrast. So we'll keep the black there. Accent color is currently red. Obviously we're gonna make that yellow. Go with the race yellow. The accent color on this car is crazy. You can see it's on the like the tub, you know, the monocoque, whatever you want to call it, carbon area there. The splitter, that's insane. Even the diffuser, really cool the way that's tied together. That's fantastic. We're gonna do race yellow on here. Oof, looks incredible. Cribbling for this car goes in the little corner there of the door, both sides. Okay. Roof, so here we're going to get rid of that yellow, so you can do primary. Oh, look at that, so you can put it right back. You can do carbon, I guess they call it a band. Okay. Then you have a roof scoop. You got secondary, and then the carbon. I think I definitely want to do the carbon. I don't like the primary contrast there. I think it just looks a bit weird to me. It kind of like breaks the lines. And I do like the roof scoop. You know, might as well on a car like this. So yeah, we'll do the carbon there. Spoiler upgrade. So you have the standard spoiler, which, fun fact, this car, when you buy it, I believe it does come stock with this spoiler. It's kind of weird. I don't think it happens all the time though. And also with the wheels, which I'll get to the wheel category here shortly, but alright, so you got carbon spoiler. You got the same one, but with the end caps there. And you got this primary colored one, secondary, got the carbon. Then you got this one's mounted on the sides. Interesting. I kind of like the stock. I mean, it looks kind of similar to the real one too. The carbon spoiler is nice too. I just think it's a little bit too like wide from this angle. It just, maybe if it was smaller, I think it's just too big. it's this one looks a bit better, but I don't like the brackets and the chrome. I wish we could have done this one but smaller. Honestly, I kind of like the standard spoiler. And it's kind of weird, this car, the traction bar doesn't change when you have nothing. So I wonder if the spoiler even helps on this car, because usually it's supposed to show the traction going up or down, so that's kind of interesting there. Suspension, definitely gonna lower it. Yeah, might as well. Transmission, turbo, wheels. So this is what I want to talk about on the wheels. So this car, it's supposed to come with these wheels stock in alloy color. You can see when I go back and forth there for a split. See, there we go. So now it's alloy, but if I back out now, it's black again. So it's like a visual thing. That's the way it's supposed to come. So that's strange how I bought it and it just came in black. So I don't know if that's just a thing that Vagner just comes that way now or something. I don't know. But that's convenient. You don't have to, you know, for those of you who want to have the stocks and, you know, you want to paint them black, that's convenient. Now some people might say, well, why don't you just go to the sport category and you buy the Mercedes, paint them black, and it's the same thing. Actually, no. So the stock wheels on this car, the tires themselves, they're actually slicks. So you can see that the tread is gone. So it's like a race car slick tire. And that just looks absolutely incredible. Very few cars in GTAL line come that way. RE7B, obviously the open wheel cars. What's the car we customized last week? That was the Visione. That one, or Vision, however you want to say it. That one also comes with slick stock. And I do love the way Mercies look on this car. So, I mean, we already have them in black. That part's already done. And we have the slick tires. So, you know what? Might as well. I'm actually just going to keep it like that. I think that's the right choice. So, we'll leave that like that. Windows, the tints are back glass too. I'll just do some light smoke, just so we don't have fishbowl, and just some light smoke there. And that's it. So, I mean, it would have been nice if this car would have had some liveries. I think that's really the only major thing it's missing. Yeah, like, the livery would have been, maybe to give it even more accent line, the livery would have been awesome. But other than that, not too bad. Alright, exit to ground, take it for a drive. That looks very, very nice. Love that. It's raining, unfortunately. Let's see if I just wait for it to stop raining so I can drive this properly.
2 hours later.
Alright, the rain finally stopped. See this color in the sunlight. Oof, look at that. That is amazing. Oof. Yep. Perfect color for this car. I love the yellow contrast as well. That is awesome. Absolutely love it. Alright, floor it. Sounds great too. The slick tires look awesome. Very, very quick car. Quack car. Very quick car. The steering input is fantastic. Immediate. And the handling, as you would expect on a car like this, I mean, just top tier in the supercar class. In terms of like handling wise, it's right up there, Emira's Krieger. Like I was talking about earlier in the video, the handling of this thing, just incredible. Now, on certain bumpy tracks and stuff, you do have to be a bit careful sometimes. It is rear-wheel drive, so it can step out on you if you're not careful. But in general, I mean, it's a pretty easy car to drive. Just really, really quick. Over here. Yeah, man, it just pulls nicely. First person here. I love the front fenders, like how tall they are on the sides. Looks amazing in this view. You know, all the yellow contrast we have in here with the stitching. And this just turned out really, really nice. And this car can mid-drive as well. So boom. Just takes off. Wow. Man, I just wish I had a bit more customization, you know. I feel like that's kind of what it's lacking for the most part. But, you know, maybe like some side skirt options, rear bumper, liveries. I feel like it needed some of that. But, I mean, again, for 1.5 million, it's not a bad deal at all. I mean, the main reason you buy this car is just for the performance. But let's go ahead, open all the doors and stuff here. Boom. Of course, you got the gull-wing doors. Love that. And of course, you have the engine model back here, which sadly doesn't really look the best. Texture quality is just terrible. I think that's probably one of the biggest downfalls of this car. It is an older vehicle, so I mean, it kind of makes sense, sort of, but that part's just really annoying. But if you want to hide it, you know, you could just put darker window tints. And since it tints the back glass, boom, you know, you can hide it if you don't want to see it all that much. Then we have the interior. Now let's look at the yellow stitching. Oh, so like the leather look dash, it goes right there. So the stitching is, so from the other view it looked like the stitching was on the carbon, but it's not. It's actually on that leather part. Okay, and then it has the carbon coming out. Okay, that makes more sense. That looks really good, actually, really premium. You got the yellow around there. Wow, it's like leather and then stitching and then carbon. That's nice. Not bad, Rockstar, not bad. No stitching on the seats though. That part kind of sucks, but the rest of it does look pretty good. What is this? It seems like they forgot to texture the floorboards of this car. The other side, it's got like this weird red box thing around it. That's really strange. They should have made that like carbon or something, or put some like, you know, floor mats. I don't know. I'm being a bit too picky, I know. But yeah, no, just absolutely worth it. I think this car is, you know, for the money you're paying for the performance that you're getting, it's the best value by far. Like I was talking about earlier, you know, the Emrys Krieger that have very similar performance. You know, they're a bit faster in this car on most tracks, but the fact that this thing is about half the price, you know, well, almost half the price, I'd say it's one of the best values, if not the best value in the supercar class, performance-wise by far. So highly recommend it if you don't own it already. Even if you already have the top-tier supercars, and you're not looking for a budget supercar, this thing, I mean, it's just fun to drive, kind of challenging too. So I mean, if you're always picking the Emrys and Krieger when HSW is turned off, you know, this might be a good option to change it up and have some fun. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And as always, what vehicle you want to see me customize next from mid 2019 and older that I haven't done yet. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.